you like coffee or tea? Americano or espresso? I don't know how I can espresso all my feels. We can take in the sun. I think it'd be fun, even if it rains tomorrow. When I was so weak.
Yesterday you drove to Atlanta for your acting class. I told you that I would go, but I have a habit of breaking promises. As soon as you left the house, I sat down on the couch, said a quick prayer for your drive, that you'd make it there alive. But then I thought to myself, well, I really should have gone, because something could really happen, and then you'd be gone from my life and home. My life and home, from my goodbyes and from my hellos, only God knows how I'd move on, how I'd keep breathing without you, without at my window to see what the universe has in store for me. People passing by on the street will be smiling at me, 'cause they already know what it's like being in love. The sky starts to roll up its clouds, so the sun can't just stop hiding out. The windows will open and sing like birds that are spreading their wings. So every night I stare at the moon, just to check if she's still looking blue. Don't know who you are yet, you seem a bit hard to get, but I know you're out there. I just wait for the day where the sky will spread open its clouds, so the sun can just stop hiding out. The windows will open. Country lanes and coastal plains, endless views that we're passing through, making our way to a distant place, just us two, somewhere new. We watch the sky fade into the night. With you, my arms, nothing can go wrong. We'll fall asleep on a starlit beach, just us two, somewhere new. your clack step. My child, don't make a sound. It's time to sleep now. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. I give it all to you. Give it all to you.